John Eats Cheap with another cheap, easy meal, because this thing goes together, you'll see how quickly, very quickly, in the Crockpot. Thanks to Beth for the shout out. She said, hey, you're doing air fryer stuff, and how about I don't have an air fryer, but I have a Crockpot. Do something Crockpot. Beth knows pork, because she's worked with the pork producers I know. Look at this. Iowa chops were on sale at Fairway this week, 99 cents a pound. I usually stock up when they're $1.79. These were 99 cents for one day only. So I got them. I get them individually wrapped because they're a pound each. So they're really big. If you don't know what an Iowa chop is, you're about to see one. We're going to do Iowa chops with pork stuffing in the Crockpot. $1, $1, 88 cents. So less than $3 for this meal. So we're getting our stuffing ready, and you don't cook the stuffing. You just put all the ingredients in. You mix it up, but you don't cook it. So I've got a cup and a half of water. Add in the stuffing mix, which has the seasonings too. Half a stick of butter. I just melted it, and in it goes. That was pretty easy, wasn't it? We don't need to cook it. Now, a couple of points here. I'm going to do this in the crock pot. You could also do it in an Instant Pot. I don't know the timing, but you know, the Instant Pot type of things, the multi-cookers, they have a crock pot slow cooker function as well, or you could probably do it really, really quick, right? Because this doesn't take long in a crock pot, just a few hours. I've got it mixed up, so now we're going to get this into our crock pot. You could also just mix it in the crock pot, couldn't you? All right, I want to get all that goodness in there. And I'm going to tell you something else this is really, really good with. Turkey stuffing, you mix it the exact same way. And turkey tenderloins or turkey breast strips, that type of thing, so good. All right, stuffing is done. Now we just need to season up these beautiful Iowa chops. Get the paper out of here. Now for Mrs. Cheap and I, we usually split an Iowa chop, but since we're going to have lots of stuffing, there will be stuffing left over. So then you just cut it up, take it to work, and eat it. Look at that. That's the porterhouse of pork. I'm going to season them up with just a little salt and pepper. I also like to use like a cookie's flavor enhancer for a little more kind of a barbecue type of taste. Not necessarily barbecue flavor, but a little seasoned taste. Salt, pepper. Now do the other side. Pretty quick. And the juice from these goes down into the stuffing, and I'm telling you, it's fantastic. So into the crock pot we go. Number one and number two. Look at that, those fit almost beautifully. There we go. Right on top. We're gonna cook this on low. You could do it for, you know what, you could do it, probably only takes 4 or 5 hours. But you could go a little longer than that, it won't hurt. I'm just going to put it on and let it go. It's a weekend, so we don't have to have timing be perfect. Now, obviously, for a bigger family, if you have a family of 4, this is for 2. If you have 4, 2 more chops. That would just be $2 more in this case, because there's plenty of stuffing. And just a bigger crock pot. I got to get these cooking. There they are, Iowa chops. They don't look as pretty as a perfectly grilled chop. But I got them, I checked the temp, they're right at 160. It's right about where you're supposed to be. Good thing is in the slow cooker, you're probably not going to overcook it or dry it out. So let's pull out chop number 1. See that stuffing on there? That side looks even better. I'm going to put that side up. You know what I mean? Get that on the plate. And that stuffing. Got some chunks of meat. All that juice is in there. Kind of making a mess here. There you go. 3 hours total cook time. It took me, what, 10 minutes to put it together? So that's a pretty quick deal and cheap. $1 for the chop, $1 for the stuffing, and then $1 for Mrs. Cheap's chop. Try this out. It's gonna be hot. Great flavor. Now the stuffing. I saw something too. You could create a pocket in the chop and stuff it with the stuffing. You can do that too. I never liked stuffing as a kid, but boy, I love it as an adult. There's so much more flavor in that when you cook the chops on top. In a crock pot, just throw it all in there and let it go. Thanks for the suggestion, Beth. Appreciate it. So the Iowa chop is great. The stuffing is fantastic. We're going to have lots of leftovers with the Iowa chop. Just cut it into bite-sized pieces. Mix it in with the leftover stuffing. Easy to heat up for lunch. Someday this week, I know Mrs. Cheap will, and I know I will. Also, you could add another side. You could do a veggie, something, you know, maybe some corn or green beans. You could have a salad for a side. Excellent stuff. Pork chop, Iowa chop and stuffing, $3 to feed 2 a couple of times. Or for 4. John Eats Cheap.